we are headed to the pumpkin patch. I'm so excited for this video. This is gonna be a super fun fall themed video. I have my cinnamon maple latte here that I made myself. I will put on the screen here how I made it, because I know sometimes you guys want to know. I'm not a huge like pumpkin spice girl, but I love that cinnamon maple flavor. Anyway, so the way this video is going to go down is we're heading to the pumpkin patch now. My freshly turned 3-year-old and my 1-year-old. We're going to go pick out some pumpkins and stuff, and then I'm going to show you my minimal fall decor that I do. I like to do a lot of real stuff. In fact, my wreath on my front door even is usually real, but then you have to throw it away at the end of the season, and so every year you're starting over fresh again. So I decided that for this year I'm actually going to make a like swag for my door that doesn't die at the end of the season, so I can keep it for next year. So I will be making that with you guys. It's like a little DIY thing. That and my mantle and just some few other decor pieces, some artwork. Yeah, I'm just really excited for this video. I am Megan Fox, if you're new around here, and I'm a Mennonite living in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. So let's get to the pumpkin patch and I will show you guys the beautiful Lancaster County scenery as we go. And this video is sponsored by Skillshare. A snowman! Fletcher, does that look like a snowman? Yeah, don't knock it over. Okay, we don't smoke and we don't chew, but if you're curious where tobacco starts, that's it there, drying. I don't know much about the whole industry, but it's pretty big around here. Okay, so we stopped at 3 different farms and I spent a decent amount on stuff that's gonna die by the end of the season, you know? The one place I stopped, they had asters and mums for $5.50, and I love asters so much. I love them so much, but they always die on me in a week. I don't know why. So I refrained, especially for that price. I thought, you know what, forget it. And then I stopped at this place here and they had mums for $4.50, and they're huge. Look at this gorgeous thing. Oh my word. And the kids are back there cuddling with the corn shock. Anyway, that was so much fun. I just live for this weather. It's just gorgeous out. 63 degrees and a little bit breezy. If I could bottle up September and keep it for like half the year, I would definitely. Anyway, let's get home and make my porch pretty. Yeah, you can take your shoes off. You don't have to whisper, okay? Yes, you may take them off. Let's go. So we got home and I backed the car right up to the porch so it would be easier to unload everything. I had so many pumpkins. I got a little carried away. I mean, I was glad in the end that I had all of them. As you can see, I picked a lot of neutrals, but since I have a blackish door, I could go with some more colors as opposed to the first house we lived at. I had a blue door, so I felt like I had to really stay with just like cream pumpkins. And here are some before shots of our porch. As you can see, it's really bare bones. We were away a lot over the summer and I kept forgetting to water my plants, and there's not much else I can say about it. There's no excuse for it, but anyway. So then I took everything off the porch so I could kind of start with a blank slate, and I swept it and got it ready to go. I have 2 rugs at my front door. There's a big rubber mat type of thing, and then I have another rug that you will see me change out in a little bit. I ended up buying another rug at Target, and I moved this more worn one to the back of the house. also set the kids up with some lunch outside at Evonnie's little table she had gotten for her birthday. And yeah, this was so fun. They loved eating outside. And they were just having chicken nuggets and string cheese and pears. And then the fun began. So since I had everything laid out, I could see what I had, and I started putting things in biggest to smallest kind of, and just seeing what looked good where. That cutie. Here I'm just taking all the price tag stickers off the pumpkins, and then I watered them up. I'm vowing that I shall not let it die. It's been there for about a week, so hopefully I will succeed. And here I had a bunch of white pumpkins, but not enough to fill up this little galvanized bucket, so I just filled in the bottom with a little quart box, and it worked great. And then I have these old slate shingles that Josh brought home one time, and I just used it like a chalkboard to write "Hello, Pumpkin." And if you're wondering about that adorable little black stand, I got that from Ross for $10, and it had been discounted about 4 times just because there was a nickel on the side. That's why I thought it would be perfect to put outdoors. Okay, this is actually another day, and I was making my wreath. I've always used natural materials just to make a wreath that ends up getting thrown away at the end of fall. So this year I gave myself a budget. I went into Hobby Lobby, and all the wreaths that I liked were like $90. It was crazy. And I really don't like wreaths anyway because they're circular, and my window on the door is oval, so a swag just looks better. So I just bought a bunch of floral stems in their floral department, and I just put my own little thing together. This was fun. I went with a lot of neutrals and these like colorful pampas grass things. And when it was done, I was like, wow, this is such a Megan swag. These little gold berries are actually from the Christmas section, so they were not on sale, but everything else was 40% off. And then I just tied them together with some twine that I found, nothing special. And then look at this ribbon, it is so pretty. It's like this blush champagne colored velvet. It's just really pretty. And I just like the juxtaposition of like the glam mixed with the rustic of like the fall foliage. And yeah, I think this turned out really cute. I had to really play around with the bow a while to get it to look right. I could have probably tried one of those stacked bows, but I just prefer these little perky bows here. But it did take me a while to get it right. And then I enlisted Josh's help to help break off these stems. He tried it with a saw and it didn't work because they were wire, so we ended up just using a wire cutter. Oh, there it goes. And Fletcher was quite impressed. And then just a few finishing touches. I broke off the corn that was on the corn shock and just put it in this copper bucket, which the squirrels promptly ate the next night. So at least I got the after footage before they did that. And the bushes, as you can see, were in terrible need of trimming. So I just went ahead and, let's be honest, I only did the first bush that was going to be in the shot, and then Josh finished the rest off later. But trimming hedges is kind of fun. I think I'm going to have to make that be my job in the future. And if you remember, this is how the porch looked before. Let's look at the after. I'm in love with it. I love all the subtle colors and the rustic pumpkins. Yeah, fall is just such a fun time of year to decorate for, and don't think you have to have orange when it comes to fall. You can decorate completely with whites and neutrals and greens, and it looks awesome as well. And here is the welcome mat that I got at Target. And there you have it. Time to move to the indoors. Okay, and then right inside the door here is the current living room situation. It's already pretty fallish just because of all like the terracotta orangey undertones of things. Oh, hey, you want a picture? He likes to stand on this chair and look out the window. We switched the chair from this wall over because for a photo shoot, and then it just never got switched back. So eventually it will. Hi, Bonnie. It's actually a lot later, like a week later maybe. The way I look at decorating is that it's unnecessary and you just do it if you enjoy it, and I enjoy it. Different seasons, sometimes I'm too busy for it or whatever. Like some birthday parties, you know, we go all out, and the next one it's like pretty mediocre, but decorating is... Okay, the kids are down for their naps, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. But what I was saying was, I feel like the best way to decorate is just to wait for the inspiration to strike and then just go for it. Sorry, I was having problems with my lighting there. Decorating for the seasons is just kind of frivolous, but it's fun. And so I feel like you should not be doing it because you feel like you need to, but only if you want to. I've just been kind of decorating when I had time and when I felt like it, and it was kind of fun for me. I didn't get to decorate last fall because we had just moved to this place and it was like a construction zone. We had this whole living room gutted, and yeah, there just wasn't much to decorate at the time. And like I said earlier, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare has taught me a lot about decorating. I found recently a new, I guess you'd call her a teacher on Skillshare. Her name is Boki, and she's from Toronto, and she's really good at explaining just the practical elements of decor and decorating and space organizing and stuff. Really practical stuff, not just like about pretty things, but about like functionality and stuff. And I just really enjoyed her classes. There's another one I want to watch. I can link those down below if you want to check them out if you already are a member of Skillshare. But if you are not, right now they have a promo running. For a limited time, the first 1,000 of you who click on the link in the description box are going to get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. So make sure you do that soon if you haven't yet. And then if you want to keep going, it's actually less than $10 a month if you sign up for the year. So it's really, really a great deal. I'm sure some of you have heard me talk about this before, but I just really love Skillshare. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm always finding something new on there to just geek out about, and decor and interior design is always one of my favorite topics. So if you are looking to just like up your game when it comes to anything like that, or photography skills, or maybe you want to get better in the kitchen, there's so many different classes on there for you guys to check out. I will put the link down below in the description box so you can find it right there at the top, and go ahead and check out Skillshare. Anyway, so let me show you what I'm planning to do. Up here are our old family pictures from last year. I like to update them every fall for our winter Christmas cards, or this year they're gonna be Thanksgiving cards, I think. And so these pictures are coming down, and then I ordered some new prints from Snapfish. So I'm just gonna pop those in, clean the glass. These are actually dried greens from out in the front yard, and I'm just gonna replace them with some other things that I bought at Calico Creek. Here you can see the different foliage that I bought. I'm planning to just like break pieces off and stuff and make like a nice low profile like greens up here, because I want the candlesticks and the pictures to kind of be the centerpiece. I just need some foliage up there to kind of soften it up a little bit. And I couldn't resist. They had these darling pumpkins there. They are like this faux shimmery velvet kind of thing. And they had mini ones as well. So we'll see what I end up doing with them. So first I just took everything off of the fireplace. We had been debating about painting the brick, and after we had painted the little built-ins on each side, we decided we kind of liked it, and it kind of matches the exterior of the house, and it just felt like it added a little bit of personality, a little bit of something different to our living room. And so yeah, we left it there for now. We can always paint it later if we decide to, but for now I like the texture that it adds. So I took everything off the mantle, and then there were so many pine needles that I guess I hadn't cleaned up when I took down my winter decor. So then I just used my Shark vacuum with the little skinny attachment and just sucked it all up. Then I went ahead and replaced the old pictures with the new ones, and I just thought I'd take a quick moment to mention these frames. They are from IKEA. They are super affordable, and yeah, I really like how they have two options. The one is you can have the picture smack up against the glass, or there's a little insert that you can put in front of the matting so that it sets things back a little bit and it just gives some more dimension. That's how I have them here, and you'll see when you see the finished product. I also took the time to clean all the fly dirt off the glass. It's amazing how much that can accumulate. We live in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's a farming community. I don't think the flies are usually too bad in our house, but apparently they were worse than I thought because these frames were filthy. Oh, look at my little babies. That was them a year ago. And now Fletcher has so changed, even Evonnie. Oh, her little chubby cheeks are gone. Here they are this year. And last year. Oh, look at his little head. Crazy. And then I put everything back up again, pretty much the same as before. I know that I probably could have been more creative, but honestly, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, right? And we don't spend a ton of time in this room, mainly because we just never relax. It's just a season of life right now. And if we're gonna relax, we're usually outside on a bike ride or something like that. When you work from home, which all moms do, right? And my husband, he also has a business where he has to do a lot of book work. When you're at home, it just feels a lot like there's always work staring in your face. So we tend to get out of the house when we want to relax. He'll hit golf balls in the front yard, or we'll go on a bike ride or a walk, something like that. So it's just the season of life we're in right now, and I'm fine with it. I'm not sure how that's going to be in the winter time. We'll probably just have to learn to relax somewhere in our house and not always feel like we have to be working all the time. And also these brass looking candlesticks, as well as that really pretty cognac leather chair, are from Martin's Furniture and Mattress near our place. They actually worked with me on this room. And I always love seeing what they have in their decor section at their store. Okay, I'm not really happy with it. I feel like it needs more height or more greens. I don't know. So I did go outside and I found some of these grasses. I have a ton more of them if I need them. I'm just gonna try to play around with them a little bit. My only thing with these is I know they're gonna be dirty. I know they're gonna make a mess, but I just feel like it's very subpar, and I didn't want it to be too dramatic, but it feels like sparse. Okay, I feel like that definitely helped a lot. It looks kind of yellow right now. If I turn those spotlights off, I don't know, there you go. It's kind of like a mixture of cool greens and then like the warm lighting. I like it. Here I added some of these, I don't know, I found these at a park back in the spring when they were dropping, and I thought they were such a cool texture. And so I saved them and I just scattered them around. They used to be in a little bowl, and I think they really add to like the texture and like the forage look that I have here. This is just some faux eucalyptus mixed in with this fake stuff I got from Calico Creek. I loved how it's like super, just like messy looking. And then I have, like I said, the grasses that I picked up outside. And these little pumpkins are definitely a hit. I think they're adorable. And the nice thing is I won't have to buy them again next year, you know, because they'll last. I also took this pot off of the shelving and set it down here. Basically these greens here were too high, and I really didn't want to cut them off anymore. I really like the seed pods. I thought about putting this up here at the top, but I don't know. I feel like it would have just competed with the pictures, and I really wanted the pictures to be the main focus. Aren't they so cute? Here they are peeking out at a tree. There's just like an abstract picture with a lot of tree and then just us there. And there's like the official family picture, and Fletcher isn't looking. Oh, it's just the age, guys. You just can't have it perfect when you have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old to take pictures of. So very subtle changes. I wasn't really going for a whole makeover or anything, just a little bit of fall touches here and there, because I'll have to redecorate again in a month or two for winter. And here's the finished look. Very subtle, not much has changed, and I like it that way. It's just whispers fall. Okay, I'm gonna decorate this big blank wall next. Actually, it really doesn't bother me having a big blank wall, especially with like the busy sun porch out there and stuff, all the plants and everything. but I have been meaning to try something on here, and so I thought, why not just put up some fall decor? If I don't like it, I can take it down at the end of fall and, you know, leave it blank again or put something new up for winter. I originally thought I'd put something more permanent up here, but I kind of like the idea of doing something a little less permanent, and I can like change it with the seasons or just leave it blank if I decide to. So this project is going to leave a big impact, I think, but for hardly any money at all. First of all, Josh made me these frames. These are 11 by 17s. And then I told him to make me one. It looks like he made me two. Thank you, Josh. 18 by 24s. So those cost me nothing. Thank you, Josh. But then I got some printables from Staples. And these cost me like $6, I think, for everything because they're engineering prints. But I did them in full color. And I just thought this would be a fun way to add some color to my wall. I did specifically fall prints, and I'm planning on putting them on my website if you guys want to download them. They're just simple, minimal, very, shall we say, modern, but yet kind of cozy at the same time. I don't know, I designed them for myself, figuring some of you out there will probably like them as well. Very muted colors. I had fun drawing this one. Anyway, I'm going to just go ahead and I could either staple these to the back, or I think what I'm actually just going to do is tape them on and then command strip them up. And I already kind of was playing around with it. I'm not exactly sure where I want to hang them yet, but I think I'm just going to trial and error it this time. If I was going to be nailing stuff to the wall, I'd probably make a blueprint, like how I want everything. But since it's command strips, I think I'm just going to toy around with it a little bit and just hope for the best. So this is one way to get the look for less. You can definitely get natural wooden frames on Amazon with the glass in them, but I kind of like how they don't have frames in them. They're cheaper, they're lightweight. I could just put them up with command strips, move them around however I want to. And I like also how they don't glare when I'm filming because there's no glass in front. And there's no pressure to love them or leave them up forever, you know, because I didn't spend a ton of money on them. And I can move them around from room to room as well, or I can stain them. It's just a nice, easy solution. Well, I guess it's easy if you have a handyman husband like I have. Maybe Josh would argue that it's not quite as easy as he makes it look. But he did just cut the pieces about 1 inch by, I think it was 3/8 of an inch thick. And then he wood glued them together. What do you guys think of when you think of a fall color palette? I did not want to go for the red, orange, and yellow type of thing, and I wanted it to also look good in my kitchen. That tealish, greeny gray color is kind of the same color as my kitchen cabinets, so it ties that all together. And then I just have some rusty mauve colors that tie in with the rest of the house, but also very subtly feel fallish. And I did design these printables so that they wouldn't feel too seasonal and that you could keep them up for a lot longer than just 3 months. Okay, since I didn't really hardly measure at all, I'm gonna just stand back here and look through the camera and kind of see how it looks. I suggest that you guys do this too. Even if you are not a YouTuber, grab your phone or whatever and just look at it through a lens, see how it looks to you. To me, everything looks pretty straight. I see this one here with the wood round is a little bit buckled. I'll need to fix that. But there's another big problem that I'm not liking. I hung this pink one up, like I hung the whole thing up this high because there was a little mark on the wall that I thought I'd just cover up, and I'm like, why not? But look, my view from over here at the bar, it's like all hidden. It definitely looks like I should have went much lower. So I think I'm gonna remove everything and just slide it down. Command strips are pretty easy to remove right at the beginning. You saw there I had removed one earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that quick and see what I think. I can't make it a ton lower though because little children that don't understand no could reach it then. But let me try it out. Okay, there it is. It still looks kind of the same. I was not able to cover up the mar in the wall because, yeah, I slid everything down. So I'm gonna have to patch that up. It looks actually like it might be into the drywall a little bit. I'm not impressed. Hopefully that won't be that hard to solve. But this was actually really relaxing to do. And I love the colors. I love the combination. They're really muted, fallish without screaming fall. You see this is like a little bit blush. And then it's perfectly, I would say, centered, balanced on the wall with the plant there. Obviously it's more to this side, but I have the plant taking up that visual space over there. So I like it for now. We'll see if it stays, see if I put winter pictures in it or not. But yeah, if you guys would like any of these printables, I will get them up on my website as soon as possible. And don't feel like you have to use them for fall. This one obviously is a chrysanthemum, but it looks good any time of year. This is a wood round, that would be perfect for winter. This one, it says, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease. So it's not specifically fall. And this one is though, it says apple pies and autumn skies. And this one just has the wheat, which again could transfer to winter if you wanted it to, or just, you know, any time of year. Very fun and very, I mean, what did this cost me? $7 in all, maybe? Possibly? And I decided not to stain the frames because I kind of have a natural wood kitchen table and I have stained wood trim yet. We haven't decided if we really want to invest the time to totally retrimming everything or not. Okay, I pushed the table up against the wall just for fun, for something different. The kids are gonna get a kick out of it. And I styled it for an Instagram picture. That's why the bench is here and the high chair is over here. So I guess this is what it would look like if we didn't have kids, but praise the Lord, we have 2 high chairs. Oh man, I think I'll call that a wrap. That was fun. Oh, and I did want to mention, if you go online and download any of these, you can get them in 3 different sizes, 8.5 by 11, that will go right out of your printer, 11 by 17, and then 18 by 24. So you're not just limited to the sizes that I have there. So there it is. It's so cute. I think for once I got the proportions right. I feel like sometimes I make decor that's too small or too big. And I did put the high chairs there again and our tray with our stuff that we use for mealtime. So it might not be Pinterest perfect, but that's how we're gonna like actually live with it. Also over here, I just moved some plants from the sun porch to here. Sometimes I like to decorate for just a few days with plants and then I'll put them back out there again so they get plenty of sunlight. And they seem to be happy that way. It doesn't seem to be a problem. This is a Peperomia plant and I got the little pot for it off of Etsy. It's like a clay dipped pot. I wish I could remember where I got it. This is called a lipstick plant. I'm not sure on the official name of it, but I like how it trails. You can see it trails kind of down the side. And then this is just a succulent with a thrifted triangular little pot I found. It's so cute. So yeah, when I don't have things to decorate with, or I don't have a lot of items, I like to just move plants around it. It feels like a whole new house. Also, real life behind the scenes. This is still stuff I need to clean up yet. And over here I added a pumpkin and I have a pilea plant. Over here is the mom plant hanging there. I named her Nefertiti and then I never bothered naming all of her babies. Back when I only had a few plants, I would name them. As you can see, I would forget their names. There's so many of them. Yeah, I have a slight problem. So I started this video in the car, and so I guess I'm gonna end it in the car too. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'm done decorating for the day now, although that took like a week and a half. And we are headed down to Target, and then I have Josh here and the kiddos. Oh, look at that yawn. I'm returning Evonnie's little boots. I got her size 7s when I should have got her size 8s. They fit her perfect now, but I want them to fit her till, you know, April next year. And then we're gonna go set up for a garage sale, so I'm excited about that. My sister-in-law is having a yard sale this weekend, and I'm gonna try to sell some more things. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you would like to. Also, check out Skillshare down below if you would like to sign up for those 2 free months, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.